Welcome to episode 1 of season 4 in the player career mode. You join me initially at Rakov, where we're still currently injured and not match fit at the moment after the season finale, which I'm not sure when this will go live. If it goes live on Friday, season finale was yesterday. If it goes live on Monday, season finale was last week. But regardless of when it was, that was well worth your watch. You can see how tight the title race was. You need to see it to truly understand the scenario that unfolded. It was emotional to say the least. We are currently 80 rated. We are looking to join a new team at the end of this season, and you guys have voted. But what did you vote for? Where do I go? Well, let's find out, shall we? To Serie A we head. To Genoa we will play, and alongside Retegui as a teammate. You guys voted in your hundreds, and pretty one-sided, really, as a vote, that, isn't it? Genoa with more than half the votes compared to the other 4 teams. So it wasn't really much of a decision in the end. Snazzy new red and blue kit, still wearing the number 15. If there isn't a current number 9 at Genoa, I will give myself the number 9, but at the moment, still wearing the number 15. Still not fit as well as we arrive. I need to change my boots as we arrive here, but to refresh your memories as to the squad. Is there a number 9? There isn't a number 9! Guess he's going to give himself the number 9 this season. So, in goal for them is probably Josep Martinez at 75 rated, you would imagine. They've got a decent squad here, Genoa, but I'm not sure if anyone's left. Retegui has not, thankfully. So we will be starting up top alongside Retegui in their 5-3-2 formation, which will certainly be my best teammate so far of the save. We have good players behind us as well with Ludovic Reis. Romano Schmid may well be playing in the midfield as well as Morten Frendrup. Daniliuk will be in the defensive lineup as well with Aaron, Dragusin, Portanova there. Josh Brownhill's here too. Loaned out is Voliaccio at the minute, but he might well be coming back. There are a number of strike partners, potential partners, but I am the second highest rated player. I will be the first team choice, second choice all told, player here at Genoa. I'm on, remarkably, £48,000 a week somehow. I don't quite know how I've wangled that. And a market value of £40.5 million. You can see from the graphic there that I have so far played 138 supposed games in my career. But we know for a fact that actually I've played 147 games in my career, because 9 more than the 138 is the 9 pre-season friendlies we've played in our saves so far. So if we have a look at this here, you can see that goal contributions is 102. 73 goals, 29 assists, 102. Whereas here it says 71 goals, 29 assists. So just the 100 goal conversions. That's why we keep the spreadsheet. We love the spreadsheet. So Genoa have been added. Serie A will be added to the competition, as well as the Coppa Italia as well when we get there. But to start with, as ever, we will look to earn our spot in the starting lineup. I do enjoy actually working for my starting spot rather than just gifting myself it as we join. I'm going to be the number 9. I do need some new boots because, as you'll see in a moment when I just remove my webcam, those boots definitely don't go with this kit. So, time to get some new ones. New boots selected. Puma Ultra 1.3 Fearless. You can see them there. They fit with the red of the sock. Not quite the red at the top of the shirt, but the red in the sock is slightly duller. So I think those will hopefully do as good. And there is a flash of gold in there. So foreshadowing for golden boot, perhaps? Foreshadowing for golden boot in Serie A. I'll try my best. We're saying thank you to Booty Black, to Shim, and to Unable YT as well for your support in the comment section on this save so far. Thank you very much indeed for continuing to show that support. We will meet with our former teammates quickly, but what I would want to know with my player agent is what I need to do to keep my contract here. And that is absolutely doable on all fronts, other than the chip shot goals, which is probably going to be quite difficult. I don't recall scoring a chip shot goal so far in my career, but I don't recall actually going for that many to this point. So I'm going to edit my wage down a bit from there. I'm going to set it to the lowest, just to make sure that I have the opportunity to stay at the club that I'm at this year. So dribble rate will be easy. Appearance rate will be easy. Goals from inside the box will be easy. Player of the month hopefully will come at some point. And the chip shot goal we will try our best to do. Obviously no recommendations yet. Now, this is where you guys will come in, because last year we didn't get this right and we've learned our lesson. I will not select a target club until February, post-January transfer window. But throughout the course of the season, please leave your recommendations for a target club. Of course, what our target club may be for Season 5 strongly depends on what happens this season with us here at Genoa. So, if we have a good, really good season, then our target club could be quite high. But if we don't transition to Italian football very well and have a Adana Demirspor style season as opposed to a Rakov or a Notts County style season, then maybe the target club won't be so much of a jump. Maybe even a sideways step in another nation or even within the same nation. So keep your target team suggestions coming in, but I won't do a vote on it until we know what sort of season we're having, and we'll do it in February is the plan, before the cut-off in March. That's what we'll do. And obviously the recommendations will come into it as well, and hopefully the recommendations will be good for us as well as we progress through. Waiting for the pre-season tournament to be drawn then, but still also waiting to get back into training and to be available for fixtures. We will train to boost that manager favour, of course. Always difficult at the beginning of a new season, and it seems that there is no pre-season tournament. There is finally a pre-season tournament. I am fit, but we will be coming off the bench against Levante. Obviously, we will try, as we say, to earn our stripes. I'll be able to reload this particular set of drills every time that we come in now, of course. So we'll simulate that. That gets me a third of the way, maybe 30% of the way, probably. So match day 1, friendly 1, Genoa game 1 will be coming on in the 75th minute at right forward. So they're not playing the formation we thought they were. I thought, judging by what their default formation is on FIFA, that they play a 5-back. It appears they do not. So, if I'm playing right forward, it might be the same formation we've become accustomed to recently. We'll wait and see when we get in game, and when we earn our start, we'll certainly be able to see what the formation is. But coming on then in the 75th, probably 76th by a second minute, for Albert at right forward for my first ever game for an Italian team. We're on for Albert Gudmundsson. Is this the Bernabeu? It certainly looks big enough to be the Bernabeu. One shot on target. Yeah, I'll go for that, shall I? Playing it right forward. Seems like a narrow front three. It's a 4-3-2-1, judging by the formation on the left-hand side. That there was 4 at the back, then a very flat 3 in the middle. So 4-3-2-1. So actually, I might be second choice to Retegi in terms of our ranking in the squad. At 80 rated and with good potential, good save by the keeper, we could genuinely fight the corner for that starting spot. But for the betterment of the team, I would be tempted, if you... We'll wait and see when we get into the starting lineup what the manager plays. But I would be tempted, if Retegi isn't in the starting lineup... Probably shouldn't have shot there. Strike, well blocked. I would be tempted to change my position to a right forward or left forward so that Retegi plays and I'm in the team with him. We will put a pin in that for now, but definitely something to consider a little bit later on. once we figure out what the formation is, who's starting where by default, and how we might fit into that to ensure that Genoa start the strongest team they possibly can. Because you could definitely justify playing me at right forward or left forward and then Retegui up top. Equally, you could justify playing me up top and Retegui at right or left forward. But I don't know, as the manager would play Retegui at right or left forward. Would play an out-and-out striker at right and left forward. I think he'd probably favour... Oh, dearie me on my left foot. He would probably favour a right winger in a right forward rather than a striker to a right forward. That was a terrible effort on my left foot, though. And there goes that one shot on target attempt. I mean, there's many of us waiting for the ball to come into the middle. Oh, lovely turn. Lovely save. Ersin. Things are going to be much more difficult in Serie A in a top 5 European league than they were in Poland, for sure. This is probably going to be a similar step up in difficulty that we found when we moved to Adana Demirspor from Notts County. The quality of goalkeeper that we're coming up against, quality of defender that we're coming up against is going to be remarkably higher than we are most familiar with. Levante, probably a similar situation as well, to be fair, for this pre-season tournament. So it is probably a good warm-up, actually, to play a team at this level or of this calibre. Play that to my teammate here that's getting forward. Patterson does well. He could play me in down the line. He has, though. I look to burst past Brown, but I can't get there. So it looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw here in this first pre-season game. But there's plenty more games to earn that starting spot. But at the moment, I haven't done enough in this one to really increase my manager favour much more than it was, to be honest, actually. I think my manager favour's going down again after this one. Bit too much waffle. Next one, we'll concentrate more on actually playing football and having an impact. 1-1. We did get one of the objectives, actually. The shot on target counted, even though it was blocked at source. I'm not even sure whether it was good enough to warrant including in a highlight, but I did have a shot on target. My manager favour goes down. It's Werder Bremen in the next one. I could press triangle to load the previous session. There we go. And we're actually better off than we were before the previous friendly. So, yeah, well, like I said, we'll wait and see. I'm coming on at striker now for Yeboah. So at the minute, Retegui's not even part of the squad. He's not picking Retegui at all. Don't tell me we've sold Retegui at the beginning of the save. Yep. Retegui is gone. No longer a Genoa player. He is gone. So we are then the first team striker here at 80 rated. When I get that striking spot, there'll be no changing to right or left forward. We will be the main man through the middle. This is going to be a fight to stay in the division for Genoa this year after, of course, winning Serie B last season. I get a similar amount of time, but this time at striker in the game against Werder Bremen now. Coming on for Kelvin Yeboah then up top in the white away strip this time. Dribble success rate of at least 10%. That will be doable, certainly. The goal involvement I'll try and get. With 15 minutes to make an impact this time, I'd like to actually make an impact. I won that header. Not that it went anywhere near a teammate. Well, that changes the prospect of this potential season for Genoa then. Promotion from Serie B, but the main man sold and me brought in not to play alongside him, but to replace him. We will play instead of Retegui rather than alongside Retegui. I am the new main man through the middle for this Genoa team. And I may well be the right man for the job. That's probably why the number 9 is free then, isn't it, really? My first goal in a Genoa shirt comes pre-season. Outside of the left foot, buried into the back of the net, really well built, into the box, on my weaker side, and finished with aplomb. And Guven. Portanova. Guven again. Little roll of the defender. Restes makes the save there. Bit greedy, but why not? We're 2-1 up. We might as well go for it. Pace. Portanova. Guven. Lovely through ball. Have a crack, lad. Good save by the keeper. Still need to learn who my teammates are here at Genoa. Josh Brownhill will be familiar with, though. New position, right striker. So someone's come on to play alongside me. Oh, headed wide of the target. Pantea intercepts that, though, but we will not break with it this time. Kovnatski, maybe? Picks up the loose ball in midfield, but with time ticking down, as you can see, top left. That will be, we hope now, as they get it out wide here and looking dangerous, a 2-1 win for Genoa. Our first victory of any kind for our new team in a game where we scored the winner. More of the same, please, moving forward. Who's our next victim in pre-season? Be nice to play against Leeds, perhaps, in the third pre-season friendly. All 3 objectives achieved. You love to see it. Oh, it's Hertha Berlin, another German side we play then in the third group. Well, not group stage. It's kind of just a mini league table, isn't it, in pre-season? Of which we are second and could go top. Sponsored photo shoot. Sure, I'll take the 42 grand. Don't very much. Attend a Q&A session. I don't really speak any Italian yet. Nor will I probably be learning any throughout the course of this season. In real life, anyway. And I'm going to publish an autobiography and make 42.5 grand from that as well. It's not a bad amount of money earned. And it takes us over the 2 million mark with my bank balance. Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? We will be playing just over half an hour now against Hertha Berlin here. Coming on at 0-0, so drawing again, but this time not in front. And 2 recommendations already. Both also in Serie A. Bologna, 1 target club. And Torino, the other. But the old goals from outside the box one comes back. But at least it's only 4, not 10 or 15. 4 I could realistically do. Okay. We probably want to not stay in Serie A. If we did, maybe not Bologna or Torino, but the first 2 recommended clubs are certainly achievable, aren't they? 0-0 as we come on against Hertha Berlin at striker again. This is actually the 150th game of my career. Coming on for Kelvin Yeboah again. 50% conversion rate is I'm not sure about. Still only wants a 6.5 from me, though. So if we get 2 of those achievements, 2 of those objectives, then we may well be into the first team for the first game of the Serie A season. And if we are, that's where we will start in the next episode. Aaron will get this down the line. If not, we'll probably have the next substituted appearance in this episode. In there to Giuliano. Well, that wasn't very friendly, was it, sir? Wow. Supposed to be pre-season, pal. You don't need to break people's legs now. I'm not on the free kick. It's Giuliano. Okay, I think I won that. I think that was... I don't know. I pressed shoot, but it certainly didn't go anywhere near goal, did it? I might need to... Well, my free kick accuracy is already 91, so... unless Giuliano has better than 91 free kick accuracy, I'd like to think if it's in a shooting position, I should be given the ball. Clemens, Therese, and Eckelenkamp, and saved by Martinez. Now Hertha Berlin look to counter and get themselves the goal to go in front in this final pre-season game. We hope to eventually one day be playing at the Santiago Bernabeu either every week or regularly season to season, as we'll be at that level in the Champions League and playing against Real Madrid here, there and everywhere. We'll wait and see how our career develops, but this season at Genoa, I hope we will be able to keep the side in Serie A and maybe, who knows, challenge for a top half finish at the very least, because it is a decent team here at Genoa. It's certainly a side that I wouldn't have expected to be in Serie B, and absolutely you can understand why the squad of this quality, with Retegui in it at the time, won that division last year. 22 minutes to be played here. I'm still only on a 6.0, but hopefully time will pass slowly and I'll be able to have the opportunity to get that 6.5 that the manager wants from me. Pantea. There's a man down the line. And Albert. And Pantea again. You are the right back, mate. You can't turn back for support now. I'll call for the cross. It's dinked. I'm found. And surely. Oh, the assist. Why he's not shot first time, I don't know. But blocked by the defender with the second touch shot. Thanks to creating the chance, though, I have gone up to 6.5. So, still hoping to be in the starting lineup. It says down to 6.4 now. Still hoping to be in the starting lineup for the first game of the Serie A season. Finds a teammate. Eckelenkamp with space to shoot. Definitely space to shoot. It's Kenny. Martinez with the stop. Good stop. Now, the danger of the set piece and the corner. Kempf on for them. It's Brownhill for us that wins the header. Dardai picks it up. And Vallejo and Reese. Nice tackle. Is he going to give that to me? He's not. Schmid. Pantea. I'm going. He will look for me, but it's not the best of balls. I have managed to get there. And we'll just keep possession. Play it about to a teammate. All right, I've done enough. I'm sure I've done enough. I should be first team, I hope, for the first game of the Serie A season. We shall go and find out now. Still on the subs bench. But when is that first game? Probably too far away to be able to train when we get there. Yeah, it's all the way at the end of the month against bloody Juventus as well. Christ, welcome to Serie A, Ches. Juve away. First game of the season. My manager favour is going to plummet then as we approach that game. And all of the hard work in pre-season is rather unceremoniously undone. That's annoying. Try again though. Maybe against Juve I can do enough to force myself into the starting lineup for the next game. We will play then our first game of Serie A here away from home against Juventus. I'm coming on in the 59th minute. We're 1-0 down thanks to Milik's goal after half an hour. They've got Antoine Griezmann in there as well. Actually, and Tony Rudiger too. Yikes. I don't really fancy myself against Jules Koundé or Antonio Rudiger, to be completely honest. But I'll give it my best shot. Oh, hello, third kit. Woo, gold. I'll go for the dribble success. They want a 7. A 7 against Juventus. All right. Got the Serie A licensing for the branding, of course. So that's a nice touch for this season. Trying to put Jules Koundé under some pressure, but it's not really going to work. It's going to be difficult to get a 7 here. It is Austin in their midfield. We don't know at this stage if that's actually Adam Austin, the Patreon player. Griezmann to Milik, but we'll deal with it defensively for now. No surprise that we're trailing against Juventus in this first game of the season, but we have actually played at this ground before. We had a pre-season tournament in a previous season in Italy and played here at the Allianz Arena in that pre-season tournament. Tony Rudiger cuts it out very nicely indeed, and Juve will keep their 1-0 lead for now. Romo and Albert through the gap to Josh Brownhill. Oh, the little back heel! Wojciech Szczesny with the save. Here's Rovella on for them, for Sekulov. We've made a change as well. Oh, mate, I could have scored against Wojciech Szczesny already, and I wasn't able to do it. I could score here against Tony Rudiger, though. That's not happened, though. Danny Liuk and Hayes. Lincoln's onside. Saved again by the goalkeeper. He was onside as well. Lovely touch by Aaron. And Josh Brownhill again here. The English connection, maybe? No, certainly not. Pedri picked off. That was really bad. Giuliano, Brownhill, Romo. I don't really know where to run. I get that through the gap. No. Koundé in the way. Solid Juventus defensively, but against that quality of backline, you're not really surprised. Every time we have gotten past the backline, there's been a rather good goalkeeper in the way. Wojciech Szczesny, very good indeed. Obviously, we spent a season in Poland. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. He'd probably know all about me from our career in Raków, getting the title and being one of the best strikers in the division. Here's Dusan Vlahovic. He's certainly one of the best strikers in this division. I don't think I'm of that category yet, but by the end of the season, maybe. We have finished a month with the pre-season tournament, so I will be able to tot up my average match rating and add some attribute points to my player this episode at the end before we go to hopefully, our first start very soon. Aaron. Taking his time. He'll earn a corner. No, he won't. It's full time. Juventus 1, Genoa 0. We lose our first game of the Serie A season, but there is no embarrassment in losing by a single goal to nil against Juventus as a recently promoted side from the league below. We did well. We had chances, but Wojciech Szczesny proved why he's one of the best goalkeepers in the division. We will have to be better to beat players of that standard, but if we play as well as we did in this game, create as many chances as we did, we will score goals this year in Italy. Well, we're not getting closer to a Serie A start yet with that dock of manager favour. We're in the relegation zone, but there's a long way to go in the Serie A season. But what we can do is tot up our average rating for the games in the previous month, which was the first 2 friendlies. And those first 2 friendlies, first 2 games, Levante and Werder Bremen, an average rating of 6.95. Which actually, it has me in between the 6.5 to 6.9 and the 7 to 7.4. But we'll round up because of the goal, so I will allow myself 1 attribute point. What can we do with 1 attribute point? Let's have a look. Player growth. I've got 9 available. I'll give myself some more speed. I need 2 for that. Heading accuracy +1 is not necessarily needed. Long shots +4 will certainly come in handy. For those outside the box goals, we'll do that. Still 80 rated. And actually, I want to double check it before we progress too much further. 4 goals from outside the box. How many outside the box goals did we score at Rakov last season? Let's have a look. 1 there, 2, 3, 4. We did score 4 goals from outside the box last season. So to score 4 again this year is absolutely within the realms of possibility. Very much so. So it might be the best season to have a lot of options for you this year. We shall wait and see how things develop through the year, through the season, and with our personal growth and, of course, the growth of the team and what teams come in for me. We shall wait and see and play it by ear. But for now, welcome to Italy. I've scored for Genoa, but not in an official competition yet. That's going to have to wait until probably, hopefully, next time. If not the time after that, we'll try and get on the board as soon as we possibly can. And that's all for me for today. Like I said, I'm not sure if this is Friday's video or Monday's video, but hopefully we'll have the thumbnail made sooner rather than later, and I'll get it out to you as soon as I possibly can. Thank you very much for watching as ever. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on any more. We are in a brand new year at a brand new club and very much looking forward to it. I'll see you next time.